Welcome to Local SEO in 10. This is your go-to podcast for answers about how you can grow your local business online, easily and quickly. Brought to you by local SEO experts, Magnified Media in Walnut Creek, California. In each 10-minute episode, our digital marketing expert, Adam Duran, answers your questions on how you can get more leads for your business fast. Remember, if you're not taking care of this part of your business right now, you can bet your competitors are. And now, here's our host with the questions, Jamie Duran, and our expert with the answers, Adam Duran.
Hello, Adam.
Hey, Jamie.
How is this week going?
All right. It's going
You're charged
great.
up. You're
That's
charged
right.
up. All right. What are you frustrated about? No, just what?
I'm just decompressing. I had to deal with a website building company today for a client, and whew, have you ever heard, in your industry, yes, but my industry, a 30 business day turnaround on a site change?
No, a physical site change, but
No.
I would say yes, very used to that, dealing with every county permit office, building department.
Yes.
And as my favorite is when they start calling you bro at the during the call.
Well, I had to experience that today. It was great. Anyway, that does kind of get me into the topic for this week, and that's I have 3 monthly tasks that a business owner, a local business owner, should be doing every month just to make sure everything is going well, right?
Oh,
everything, they're continuing to dominate their space. And if they're not, these 3 tasks will kind of open your eyes as to why maybe you're having problems.
Okay.
All right. Easy one, I think, for me. But a lot of our clients have never, number one, checked the potential or their customer journey. That means typing in their category, the area that they serve, and seeing how their business ranks. Now, before you do this, make sure that you're using, hopefully, a different browser than you usually do, because if Google knows that you're using that same browser, especially if you're logged into your Gmail or whatever, it's going to track you. If you use a Chrome browser, throw that garbage away and use an alternative, because Chrome is, they track on everything, incognito, whatever, any kind of private window that you think is safe. Guess what? It's really not. So
What do they do with all this information?
they use it to build ads to throw at you when you are signed in, or at other times, right? It's just that, welcome to the Google experience, Jamie. We track you.
Knowing what you just said, now I will never, ever buy anything that anyone advertises with Google.
Good luck. Okay. Well, anyway, first thing you're going to do is open up your browser, an incognito browser. Try a different try a different browser other than Chrome, and just check out the customer journey. Right. So you're going to type in your category, your keywords, see how you rank with those keywords. Now, if you see your competitors who are outranking you, check to see kind of what's different about especially their Google business profile. A lot of times they will put in keywords into their names. They'll do kind of sketchy things like that. Of course, if you do see that, you should use that suggest and edit underneath on their Google business profile, underneath their name. Look for a little suggest and edit, and you can click on that and you can fix their name. So that way they are not putting in those keywords into the title of their business, right? So if that is their business title, then oh well, you can't do that. But anyway, go through that. You can check out those competitors, their business profiles. Make sure that all of them, are, if you've listened to this podcast before, make sure that they're following the rules, right? It's not a house. It's not a P.O. box. Those are the kind of the red flags that are easiest to spot, and you can use that suggest and edit to report them. Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Check out their reviews. See if anything looks obviously fake. If they do, click on them and report them, flag them for looking suspicious, and Google will follow up. Now, go back to your own business profile. and make sure that everything has been done correctly, right? Make sure that you have plenty of Google posts, plenty of photos, all the information filled out on your Google business profile. That main page, Google's now offering a little button that says all good or not so good. You got to click on that and it'll let you know how to improve your profile a little. But just if you're worried about that, you can listen to some previous podcasts. I go into detail, excruciating detail, in how to do that.
Tell me about it.
Thank you. All right. So make sure that your profile looks great. Make sure that you're following all the terms of service and everything is included that should be included on there. Make sure that your services are there. Sometimes Google will add new services to your business, even though you never added them yourself. So part 2 of this is you're going to be going through your services that you offer. A lot of times those services are based on the subcategories that you've chosen for your business. So if you're an HVAC contractor and you have AC repair, it will give a list of 20 possible things that you could do service-wise. Make sure that you click on those and approve them or not. Make sure that you're giving yourself the opportunity to rank for those words, because if you haven't approved those changes, they won't be live until you do. So, and the only way you're going to see if those changes are even available is by clicking into that service button on your Google business profile. All right?
Yep.
Okay, so if you also in your Google business profile, if you've added any products to your business that you want to promote through your Google business profile, add those products on there. I have seen something weird lately where someone somehow on the business added products from another business onto a separate business's Google business profile. It was very strange. So make sure, you're not selling tarot cards if you're an interior designer or something like that. Which, I did.
Sounds easy.
That's really weird. Okay. Now, the last thing I want you to do, and this might be a little more difficult, and make sure that it should have been done, and that is on your website, you should have installed Google Search Console. Google Search Console is similar to Google Analytics in that it tracks site visitors. But the other thing that Google Search Console does do for you, it lets you know if there's been any site problems when the Google bots scan or index your site. And so if there are problems, it will kick out a warning to you, and you should, take those pretty seriously. If you don't do that, basically the more warnings means the more untrustworthy your site becomes, and that will hurt your rankings. So if you have set up a Google Search Console account for your website, you can just log in and you'll navigate to the mobile usability menu, and then it will list any problems that Google has found on your site, and then you can kind of get to work on fixing those. And those problems could be anywhere from that page is not indexed because of a weird problem. Any video on that page, the video could not be there anymore, for example. Text could also be too small in the mobile version, which is, Google wants to make sure that your site is mobile friendly first. Text too small, that's a really common one, or text is too wide. That kind of stuff, easily fixable for your designer, so make sure that stuff is taken care of. Boom.
Got it.
That's all 3, Jamie. That was fast, right?
Very fast. And now finally I have some time for questions. So
bring it.
Okay. I'm sure everyone out there has gone to a website, and the critical information that they're looking for, it says, click on this link. And then says, oops, page not found. And then, So I totally agree with you about the customer journey, because it's extremely frustrating for the customer. Yeah. And, they're expecting it now, and they expect it right. So is there an app or any kind of tool that will search for broken links?
Of course. So one, the Google Search Console, if that robot has found those links, it'll shoot them it will shoot you or list a warning. And if you're signed up, it'll send you an email about that. So you got to pay attention, like I said, to those warnings that Google Search Console does send. So that way you can take care of those. Because if you have a 404 error, that's what that's called when that page is not found, it'll let you know. Another way to do that is also, there's a site called Uber Suggest, and you can, I think, put in you can try one time or a few times for free or a few times a day for free. You can go there, ubersuggest.com, or just look for Uber Suggest. Throw in your URL and it will scan your website for many errors, including broken links. And I think it's free still. Yeah.
That would be great. I'm going to recommend that to all the cities that I deal with because that's awesome.
Yeah. If you have a 10,000 page website, then that's probably not going to be free. And your Google Search Console in that case that's somebody's job, right? If you're a city, that's somebody's job to take care of that. I got to tell you, it's very common that it's not. None of this stuff is taken care of. Because people they look at Google Search Console and they're like, "What's this?" So, yeah, I know most designers don't even install it or do any work on it. If you're lucky, it'll be Google Analytics, which you can also look for broken URLs too.
Or that email goes to the person that hasn't worked there in 7 years. So
maybe, yes.
Anywho.
Yes.
And my next question.
Oh boy.
Yes. We have a little bit of time.
Hey.
Oh, maybe we don't. Maybe I'll save it for next time.
Bring it fast. Jesus. I don't do cliffhangers. Let's go.
All right. Well, now I have to think of I had it and then you tricked me.
Oh, okay. No problem.
I was already moving on to the exit, but
we'll get it next time. Thanks a lot.
Unless
everybody.
I think of it during the outro.
Go ahead.
If you have a question about local SEO or websites or search engines, how to get the most out of your internet investment, feel free to go to our Facebook or LinkedIn page. Go to Local SEO in 10. Make sure to like that post because Adam posts a ton of information about podcasts and then lots of articles on how to get the most out of your local search engine optimization. And then also make sure to give us 5 stars wherever you're listening to it, this podcast. That's also great. And then if you do have a question about an upcoming podcast, or if you are trying to find out more information, you can go to our website, magnifiedmedia.net, click on the podcast button, and then there's a search bar, and you can put in any term, and you can see how many podcasts are there that discuss this. And generally there's at least 2 or 3. So if one doesn't pop up, send us a message on the LinkedIn Facebook page and we will get to it in a future episode. And I will promise to think of my question for the next time. Thanks, Adam.
That's all for now. Thanks for listening to this episode of Local SEO in 10 with Google local marketing expert Adam Duran. Join us each week for answers to your questions on how to best harness the power of the internet to grow your business. Speaking of questions, got some? Message us through our Facebook page, Local SEO in 10, and we'll be sure to give you your answer on an upcoming episode. This episode of Local SEO in 10 is brought to you by Magnified Media, the leading online marketing agency in Northern California, who invite you to grow your business by magnifying your online visibility and credibility. Visit them on the web at www.magnifiedmedia.com. Magnify your business, magnify your profits.